Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, before we get into today's video, I do want to give a big fat disclaimer. In today's video, we are going to be talking about some discrepancies between current gen and last gen consoles. So I do just want to give a big fat reminder and take advantage of this and say, hey, if you want to purchase a next gen console through me, remember I am an Amazon affiliate and you can check it out down in the video description. But anyway, let's get on in today's topic and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So when it comes to Honkai Star Rail, we have had it for a few weeks now on the PlayStation 5 console. And one very big common question I get on a lot of my old Honkai Star Rail videos that I've made in the past is, where is the PlayStation 4 version? And you know, people ask this all the time. They ask on Twitter, they ask on the Reddit, they ask in comments of different videos. There's a lot of people wondering that kind of thing. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. My honest wish, I hope this video doesn't age well. I honestly hope I'm wrong. And, you know, things just come to pass for PS4 players. But I've seen this before. We've all seen this pattern and trend before when it comes to Hoyoverse, and I think there's a grim reality that we all may just have to accept here when it comes to the PlayStation version. So let's rewind back a little bit, shall we? Honkai Star Rail was announced for PlayStation consoles, roughly a year ago. There was an announcement trailer for it that specifically said PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. It was even marketed through Sony as PS5 and PS4 games. Whenever Sony does that, that means the game is launching simultaneously on both consoles. They don't do things like Xbox and, you know, it's just one unified name or logo. Sony will always specify which system it's coming on. And at the time, Honkai Star Rail was labeled as both a PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 game. Well, as time went on, things got more and more vague about the PlayStation 4 version. Once we got some more newer trailers talking about the release date and things like that, PlayStation 4 just wasn't included in the advertising anymore. Which, you know, I did find kind of odd, but I was just like, you know, maybe they forgot, or just maybe that the fact that there was a PS4 version coming was just common knowledge, so they just didn't bother including it. Then, once they did the technical test for Honkai Star Rail, PlayStation 4 was not included at all, which I found really weird. And then a few weeks later, here we go, we got the launch of Honkai Star Rail, and there's no PlayStation 4 version in sight. So, what happened here? Well, here's my question. Does this sound familiar to anybody? Have we seen this situation before? Now, for those who aren't diehard Hoyoverse fans, or MiHoYo, what they used to be called, you're probably going to say no. But me, who's a person who's been following a lot of their games and staying up to their projects, oh yeah, I've seen this before, and I've been down this ugly road before, and I was just as frustrated as you guys were when I went down this road. Well, let me tell you about a little story known as Genshin Impact on Nintendo Switch. It went through the same exact situation. One random day, roughly 3 or 4 years ago, there was a trailer uploaded for a Nintendo Switch version of Genshin Impact. An announcement was made on Twitter. It was rumored forever that Genshin Impact would come on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch runs on mobile-like architecture. The game plays on mobile. It would make sense to bring it to Switch. I'm honestly surprised that Star Rail never came on Switch. I think Star Rail is probably a less demanding game, at least in my opinion, and I think that would probably work on Switch better than Genshin Impact. But that's just my personal opinion. That's a discussion for another day. But like I said, the Switch version was announced. We would beg Hoyoverse for information at time to time. They just stayed silent about it forever. And here we go, fast forward 3 or 4 years later, and guys, as a person who was eagerly waiting for Genshin Impact to come on Nintendo Switch, that version still hasn't had a word mentioned of it to this day. The trailer still sits on their YouTube channel, open and viewable to the public, but not a thing has been said about that version. Not a blog post, not a tweet, nothing, not a thing has been mentioned by it. There's rumors, there's people that speculate, maybe the Switch's hardware wasn't powerful enough and stuff like that, but we really have no definitive answer because Hoyoverse never said anything. Now, could hardware and power be an issue with the PS4? Possibly. We do know that the last gen consoles are slowly getting phased out. Xbox has already completely dropped support for the Xbox One. Yes, there are still Xbox One games coming out from developers, who have already started projects on that console. But other than that, Xbox themselves are not making any more games for the Xbox One. Now, the PlayStation 4 is a little bit more superior in power in terms of their base models anyway, but still it's not much of a notch above of the Xbox One. And there's been a lot of games out there that have dropped support for last gen consoles because they just weren't powerful enough compared to the new current gen consoles. Now, am I saying this is the case for the PlayStation 4 version? No, I'm not going to say that completely, but it is in the realm of possibility, and I just want to prepare you guys for that. And that's also another reason why I decide to mention next gen console purchases here in the beginning of the video, because in all reality that just could possibly be the case, whether it's a lack of power, or whether because the consoles are so old some developers don't think the investment will be worth it. There's all kinds of reasons that there could be, but all I know is from past experience and from what I've seen, because Hoyoverse have done this in the past, when they go silent and just completely write off something, it's either not going to happen or you're just never going to hear about it until they're ready to speak about it. Now, in all fairness, I give them props for that, because there's a lot of developers out there who will announce things too early, jump the gun, or give too much information when it's not actually ready. And Hoyoverse, they're the kind of people that until we got something to show, we're not talking, which I give them credit for. But at the same time, the way things went with the Nintendo Switch version, if you're a PS4 user waiting for Honkai Star Rail, I would be cautious, be wary, and possibly even, consider another platform to invest in to play the game on. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.